Okay, welcome guys. This is going to be the second episode of the Get Good podcast. It's just me, just stating my opinions and facts on things. Okay, maybe not facts, but my opinions on things. And it will be an episode of three topics. The state of Overwatch 2, in my opinion, which is not going to be that great of an opinion, because, like, I'm freaking silver at best. But just my opinion on the state of Overwatch 2. We're going to talk about the Cyberpunk DLC, which I'm excited for. And I don't know. We'll probably talk about something else that pops up into my head, but those are two main topics. I know I said three, but I thought I had three, but I only have two right now that I can think of. But yeah. I will. I will be discussing these two topics right now. Sorry, my family's blowing up my phone right now. Okay, so with this podcast, I usually play something in the background, like some type of background music or anything, just to keep things active in the back, so it won't be just quiet. Here, I'll turn down the music a little bit so it's not overtaking my voice. Turn down the so it's a little good. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so the state of Overwatch 2. Why I'm on Overwatch 2 right now. Okay, I think the state of Overwatch 2 is great. In a since I'm a casual, at Overwatch 2, I'm not like some expert at playing Overwatch. I suck pretty much at everything. My best is being a tank at best, as you see in my videos. I'm silver two at silver at being a tank. Pretty much bronze at everyone else. Still trying to climb on the sport to see where I end up. But I am not the best. Okay, I'll say that right now. I'm not the best at support. I'm not the best at DPS. I'm decent at tanking, but that's because I love playing Diva because she's my favorite, and it took many years for me to even get that good with Diva. So I'm not like the best of the best, mind you. First person shooters have never been like my the best thing for me to play, but I do enjoy them. Like I'm not like a master gamer like some people who are good, super good at one game or one category of game and just like sticks with it. I'm just having fun pretty much. Now, enough about me. This is supposed to be the state of Overwatch 2. Okay, the state of Overwatch 2. I think it's in a good spot. The ranked, maybe not so much, but when let's say when play casually, quick play, fun to play, maybe a little bit hectic, maybe a little bit unbalanced when you find a team that just squashes you, but that's far in between. Quick play's fun. There's so many options to play. Mystery Hero, there's open queues, there's capture the flag, there's 5v5, there's free for all. There's so many options for a casual to play, and it's not just one option. That's that's the thing I don't like. I used to play Apex all the time. That's the one thing I don't like about Apex is the fact that in Apex there's only three modes, and they're pretty much the same, besides one mode. Okay, there's freaking duos and trios. That's the two modes, and then there is arena, which is basically 3v3 elimination team deathmatch, or I guess kind of like team deathmatch, except when you die, you stay dead until the next round. But yeah, it's 3v3s basically, and that's well and good. That's fine. But with the events, you kind of just get them far in between. Don't really get too many events, and when you finally do get an event, it's limited. Like I swear to God, the best event they had was what is it called? Well, it was like a wide domination, pretty much. Where you capture one point, capture another point, capture the third point, and you fight it out with teams until someone eventually gets there. I love that mode, but guess what? It was limited, so it once it's gone, and I find that mode to be enjoyable. My friend always says to not divide the fan base pretty much into different modes, but I don't think that's no, I don't think that's it because the thing is, Overwatch does it well. Let's see, how many game modes do Overwatch has in all total? Okay, unranked one, two, three, four. Competitive, that's seven. Arcade, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this is the event. So I'm still gonna count it. So 13. Then custom games where people can create games. That's a bunch more. Training, which you can train in. Everything has training. So I say about 13, 14, 15. I don't want to count. Technically, I'll count training. Okay, 15. So 15 modes people can go into as a casual. That spreads out the fan base. So if Overwatch can do it, why can't Apex do it? Apex can have freaking the domination, gun game. They can keep all of this without having an issue, because their fan base was pretty large. It probably still is large. So keeping all those game modes for casuals instead of having people constantly play either the battle royal or arenas, that I think that's Apex's biggest problem. Before Apex Legends began, they used to have game modes like every holidays. They used to pump out game modes all the time. Everything was lucrative. The updates were cool. You get a new hero, you sometimes get a new gun. Balance patches were crazier. Like now, it just feels like less of everything. Anything. Everything just seems less. You know, like every new patch or I guess new season feels lesser and lesser. You know, feels like every patch something's broken. Like something is majorly broken, and it just. I guess this newer patch, not not many things were broken until the mid season. Then I think something's broke, and then the maps are always a hit or miss in my opinion for Apex. Like the maps are usually a hit or miss. Like King Canyon's one of the best maps easily. This has become. I guess this is the third topic. Apex Legends. Freaking. It's freaking the maps are usually a toss up for me. The heroes, legends are usually a toss up for me. The guns usually are really fun, but then that's if they add a new gun. Like they haven't added a new gun in 2 seasons, possibly. Has it been three actually? Dude, the Bocek was the last gun they added. So I think it's been 2, maybe 3 seasons since they added a new gun. And then the heroes are fun, but I mean the legends. I'm thinking of Overwatch right now. The legends are fun, and I'm glad they do a new legend every season. But it's like when you're making us play the same game over and over and over again with nothing changing besides sometimes the guns, maybe a new map, and one new character each season, it's gonna get stale eventually. Like the gunplay is fun, don't get me wrong, and the fights are intense, just crazy. But when you add maps that are so large where if you don't land in the right spots, you would just never find a fight ever, then it becomes kind of like it becomes stale. It becomes a walking simulator until the final fight, and then if you're instantly just killed after 20 minutes of just walking around, it just feels like what did I accomplish through this? Like I didn't really do anything besides maybe possibly get enough food to sustain myself and then die. So it becomes boring, it becomes boring. And that's why I haven't played Apex Legends in a while. It's kind of boring, you know? Like, the gameplay isn't too. The gameplay's fun when it gets going, but that is if it gets going. That's why I like the game modes that just shoot you straight into action, like that domination one. It just shoots you straight into action, and you can just fight people and just have a good time. Like it's not just it's a battle royale now. You just gotta wait. And that's it. You just wait, and that's why I hate when it's limited. Like have game modes that stay in the game. Don't just make it limited. Like have game modes that stay into the game. Like gun game. That was a super fun game mode that me and my friends enjoyed a lot. But it vanished and we don't know when it's coming back. Freaking the domination mode was super fun. Me and my friends enjoyed that a lot because it was something different. Vanished. Never know when it's gonna come back. Freaking the holiday game modes that they make were fun, but so far only the Shadow one came back, and that's because it's a battle royal version. It's not really like something different. It's just battle royal, but you come back as a shadow to fuck things up. That's pretty much it. The train one that I liked a lot never came back. I don't think it did. And even if it did, we know it's limited time, so what's the point in playing it? It's just like it's gonna vanish anyway, so might as well. And that's not the point. If it was an event that happened every season, like every Christmas, that's fine. As long as we get other stuff to also sustain us while we're waiting for that event to come back. But we don't. We only get Battle Royale and Arena. That's pretty much it. And I think that's why Apex is getting kind of stale. Now, don't get me wrong. I love watching people play Apex. Professional people who just enjoy the game and are really good. I like that. Apex is more for the pros, in my opinion. It's for the pros. It's not for the casuals, which is the opposite of Overwatch 2, as you can see. Overwatch is definitely more for the casuals. It's kind of right now, it's not for the pros because the competitive is kind of bunky right now to the point where competitive people are actually going to quick play to play the game instead of going on competitive. It's weird. Like GM players are getting diamonds on their team, and it kind of balances out because it's given it's making it so GM tanks fight GM tanks, and if you get a diamond, the other team will also have a diamond. But if you have a diamond healer and you're a GM tank, it's kind of like the balance kind of gets thrown out of whack from what I've been hearing from people who are talking about it. But that's also going to affect the casuals because people who just play casually, quick play, just have fun and not worry about like metas or anything. They are fighting people who are in GM and they get totally curb stomped by people who are naturally playing competitive and in GM and just never gets, and then they get like upset because like, oh man, I literally can't play the game right now because I'm facing some people who are like usually playing competitive all day, every day and stuff, and now I get to fight them as a casual who's just chilling, just trying to enjoy the game. And if it doesn't happen all the time, it's fine. If it's just one game, you get squashed by people who are like good at the game, that's fine. But if it happens like so all the time, that will just eventually start tearing the casual player away from quick play and then going to arcade, where now quick play is the new competitive and arcade is the new casual mode, and you don't want to do that. I'm not saying that will happen. I'm just saying that there's a possibility that could happen if things continue this way. But Overwatch, it's much better than Apex because it has casual modes to play, lots of casual modes to play, which, in my opinion, are they're fun. They're fun. They exchange out every once in a while. They change daily, as they say on that. I don't know why I just didn't read that, but they change daily, so you get something new every day, and maybe you'll eventually get your favorite game mode. But like, that's what Apex needs. That is what Apex needs. They need casual game modes. They need different game modes to stay, so they have something, so other people have something else to do, not just battle royals all day. It's like they do these game modes and they make them limited, and it's stupid. It's really stupid. I get it when they first come. You have to want to make it limited, maybe test it out, test the waters to see how good they are, and how popular they are. Then just yoink them into the game after that. Like, don't just put them in casually for like 2 weeks and then like, oh, gone now, sorry, and then every once in a while maybe you put it back in. No, that's not. You gotta keep it in to keep the casual fans invested. Okay. And some people are going to be like, oh, well, the casuals can play pubs. No, you can't. Pubs is like the most unbalanced stuff. Most unbalanced, unhinged place to play. Okay, I'd rather play ranked than play pubs because you will get so many random people who are just so much better than you in pubs than you would in ranked. At least in ranked, you have sort of a balance, even if you sometimes find the Smurfs that are just like pretending to be bronze, but they're really like Apex Predators who started over or just want to just play the game over again. And then you got the people who are just like super good in their ranked but can't climb out because maybe they just play for a little bit and then they're like, okay, I'm done with Apex, so they stay stationary. But for casual people, like, that sucks. That honestly sucks. You have to constantly just keep struggling to play the game because you have to play these game modes with so many ranked people or high level people play because they need a break from ranked, and that's all you can play. There's no casual modes. You just gotta keep playing pubs, and it sucks. Even because pubs, it's just like ranked pretty much, except you don't rank up. You're just playing for fun, and people are tryharding on pubs because they're just taking a break from ranked, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing else you can do. You can do arena, but that's 3v3s. That's something, but again, it was cool when it first came out. It was something different to do, but after a while, when it's been here for like multiple seasons, you're like, okay, is there anything else we can do? Is there anything else we can possibly do here to make things better, to make things more fun? The answer is no, because Apex doesn't keep things. You know how long it took us to get duos? It took us like 6 months with the game's inception, I think, to get duos. and everyone wanted duos so hard. Before, you just had to deal with trios, and that was, and again, that's all the game was. Before arenas, it was just battle royale, which again, it was fun, and it added new things. Not to mention, it had the best map, which was King's Row, which again is one of the best maps in Apex. Like, and I'm talking before it got destroyed. That was one of the best maps in Apex before it got destroyed, and even after it got destroyed, it's still one of the best. Not as good as pre-destruction, but still good. But the main problem with Apex is it doesn't keep its mode, and I think that will solve everything if it just played for the casual audience for once, instead of playing for money and playing for the pros. Play for the casual audience. In Overwatch, you just need to fix your rank, and then you're perfect. You're good. You know. Also fix your skins. Like make them less money, please. And that's bingo. You got it. You got it. Overwatch. I play you every day, but I'm never gonna buy a skin until it's the legendary skins are at least. I say I say the legendary skins should be $5 to $10 at max, and then the the mystic skins, that everyone wants and are crazy and take time to make. I say those should at least be like, well, those are gonna be in battle passes, but if you're just gonna sell them, I say $15 at the most, maybe, because they're a lot. They're decent, I guess. It's not crazy, but they're decent. I say 15. 15 is a good balance. 15 for mystics. I say five per. $5 epics skins. It depends how good they are. $5 epic skins are good. Okay, $5 epic skins. Five. Let's say $10 at. These are maximums, by the way. $10 for legendaries at the maximum. $15 for mystic skins. Okay, these are the maximum I'm willing to pay for each. I'm not paying $20 for a legendary skin. I'm definitely not paying $20 for a legendary skin bundle with a legendary skin, a charm, and maybe a highlight intro or an emote. No, that is overcharging. I get it. It's free to play, so you gotta make your money. But I would not spend that on a skin unless I really love it. Like, I'm talking like it's a must grab skin because it is so good. But until then, I'm not willing to pay anything for it because I'm not paying $20 for a single skin when I can use that $20 to probably get me a meal for the day, which will fill me up for the entire day. Maybe even more for $20 actually. But regardless, yeah, that's my take on Overwatch 2. I think it's in a great state right now. I think it's wonderful. I think it's fun to play, especially on quick play. It's very fun to play, especially with friends. It's a blast to play with friends. And then if you watch my latest video that I just uploaded today, which this is also going to be uploaded today, I had fun with support. It was fun. I went 2-1, but then I got two more losses. I think after that, when I was just playing by myself, I was like, man, that sucks. That really sucks. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Apex Legends state. It's in my opinion, it's in a very bad state. It's in a very bad state. Like, I bet maybe the more big fans of Apex are saying, what are you talking about? It's not in a bad state. It's in a wonderful state. For a casual like me, it's in a bad state. Because all there is arena, one random event, game mode that lasts 2 weeks at most and then vanish off the face of the earth until who knows when. And then battle royal, pubs and ranked. That's freaking freaking eight. Overwatch has 3 times that amount of stuff. It has 4 things to do at best. 4 things. Usually 3 things. Usually 3. Okay. So usually 3 things, 4 things if there's actually an event going on. So for me, that sucks. That is terrible. That's bad. But I just hope Apex Legends get its shit together. Maybe we can actually have something going on in that game besides just pubs and arenas and Power Wheel. You know? But I really like the game. It's just it needs more. But anyway, now we move on to the main topic. Well, not the main topic. It's just something I'm excited for, which is Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk. And I guess I'll add in a 4th topic since the Cyberpunk one won't be long, is my review on Crisis Core Remake or Reunion. But let's go with Cyberpunk first. The Cyberpunk DLC looks fun. We only saw a trailer of it. We haven't seen gameplay or anything of the DLC. I don't know when the DLC is even coming out, but I'm excited to play it. Like, I'm excited to just to do more Cyberpunk. I replayed it recently, like I think in the midst of last year, and it was fun because Edge Runners was so good. Linked, I don't know if I should link my podcast episode 1 to it, but I did have a podcast where I talked about Edge Runners. It was great. It was fantastic. It was. I hope it gets a season 2, but the new DLC, I'm excited for it. I hope it expands on the lore. I hope maybe we get interactions with Lucy, from Edge Runners. Maybe she has something involved, or maybe just a mention of her because she's still alive and stuff. But other than that, I really am excited to play the game. Really excited to play the DLC. I got a PS5. I'm ready. That's what I'm recording on right now. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this DLC. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's not bug that shit and they learned their lesson. I'm hoping the DLC is great. I'm not going to praise them for the DLC because it's a year late, but I will say I'm excited to play it. Now, moving on, that was quick. Now it's time for my Crisis Core because I'm excited to talk about this. Now, I will say, if anyone bought Crisis Core to hopefully see anything new with Zack's return and Rebirth, there's nothing. It's just a remaster of the old game, or remake of the old game. I'd say a graphical overhaul of the game with some better mechanics. The game is fun. I love the gameplay. It's much more fun than the original. It's still the same pretty much, but visually it's better. The impacts feel more useful. The gameplay is more fast. It's not like stiff as it was before. I will say there's some mechanics in the game where I'm like, why is this here? Why does it take so long to do? Which I don't want to spoil, but it's a fun game. It's fun. Voice acting, I will say, Zach's voice actor took me a little bit to get used to, so because I'm used to the old one, and I love the older one voice actor a lot. But I understand why they could. I guess I understand why they couldn't get the old one. This newer one, he took a while. He took a while to get used to, but I got used to him. It's fine, and I enjoyed the game playing through it. I just played through normal. I didn't 100% the game, but I want to. But I really enjoyed the overall experience of the game. It if you loved Crisis Core on PSP but no longer have a PSP, I say buy the game. Like it's not a full price game. I think it's like $40, and I think that's worth it for as much as you're getting. Like it's a long game. It's not like super long, but if you play through every mission and take your time, then it can be about like a good 40, 50 hours of gameplay, you know? But I say my one critique is that the missions feel well. It is a remake. It is a remaster of the old game. They didn't really change much. It's just physical graphics that have changed. The cutscenes got a little dialed up, and the gameplay they added a few things to make it snappier and less of a chore to do to play through. So overall, I give the game. I honestly give the game an 8 out of 10. You know, in my opinion, there are some things which in the old game they fixed a lot, and the story's still the same pretty much. I think there's slight changes here and there to the game that they made like actual changes, but I gotta look up a video for that to see what they specifically changed in it. But other than that, I mean, everyone's fun. The characters pretty much still talk the same. The voice acting is good. You know, the voice acting is still good. Zach's voice actor, I'm still getting used to. Genesis's voice actor, and he sounds the same. Honestly, to me, didn't sound much different, but I know they changed them. So Genesis is still just a character that exists, you know. But it was fun. It was a fun game, you know, and I enjoyed it. I recommend anyone who's into Final Fantasy VII or into Crisis Core of old to play it, to get it. You know, I say it would be worth it. The gameplay is so much fun and addicting to play. You know, it's so much better than the old game. But other than that, I say just enjoy the game as you will and have a good time with it if you do end up buying it. I highly suggest it to buy it if you really love Crisis Core. But either way, that's the end of the podcast. That's the end of the episode. Yeah, we discussed a lot. Mainly the two topics that were highly discussed was Overwatch and Apex because those are my passions right there right now. I really enjoyed them. I really enjoy Overwatch right now. I'm not playing a lot of Apex, so let's hope they fix that and maybe draw me back in one day. Maybe the new season they'll draw me back in. Who knows? But for now, this was the Get Good podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good jazz, and let's just vibe together. I'll talk to you guys again.